GTA 6, the game that everyone everywhere wants to know more about. Yet Rockstar won't tell us anything. They're keeping their secrets, but in today's video, we're actually looking at a document here that contains over 50 pages. I think there's actually like 80 or so pages of GTA 6 leaked details. So if you want to know everything there is to know about GTA 6, this is the video for you. At least, of course, so far. Obviously, once we get official information, things might change, but at least right now, as of the date of this video coming out, this is everything we know about GTA 6. So funny enough, this leak, this GTA 6 leak actually happened about a year ago. I think it happened on September 18th. So that's literally a year from yesterday. But this document here contains all of the information basically from that leak. Here's just a quick introduction. And of course, I'll leave a link to this in the description below. It doesn't actually contain any of the footage or anything like that. So if you're looking for that, you're not going to find it here, but this is going to contain all of the details. And the reason is they can't show the footage. Otherwise, this sort of stuff would get taken down. Honestly, some of the footage is very easily findable, either on Twitter, YouTube, just Google it. But the introduction to this, basically it was put together by a bunch of people in various GTA 6 communities. Gives a little background. September 18th, that's when everything was leaked. 90 videos in early development. And they say that this document aims to break down, archive, and log every detail and information tidbit present from those clips, while also keeping speculation to a minimum. This is just hard facts. But they do say it is important to note that everything in this document does not represent any of the final aspects of the game. The game, of course, is still in development. This is also from a year ago, maybe even further than that. So things could change. Some of this stuff could get cut. So this isn't like 100% confirmed stuff that's going to be in the final release. This is basically just everything that Rockstar was developing. And like they end here, it'll be kind of fun to come back to this in a few years, once the game eventually comes out, to see what was cut, to see, what was added and how things have changed. And I will just say, look, here's the table of contents. There's like 60 something pages of this stuff. I'm not going to cover everything, mainly because if you've been following along with my channel, I've covered most of this stuff over the past year. Things, of course, like the characters we already covered. Weapons and the weapon wheel. I made a couple of videos on those, and I'll try and leave links to some of these in the description or at the top right. Things like the open world activities. We've made a couple of videos on that. Brands. We've done that. GTA 6's multiplayer. There's a couple of little things. We've talked about that. So a lot of this stuff I definitely have covered. I just wanted to share this with you guys in case you don't want to check out a million different videos. You can kind of just check out this PDF file, and it's all there. So again, a quick description, a quick introduction. What was leaked? 90 videos were leaked, and these were recorded from March 2021 to September of 2022. There was also a couple of PDF pages that were leaked. Apparently there was some code that was leaked. And one of the things that this little document here does pretty well is if you do have the videos, the leaked videos downloaded, you can sort of, see here, like they talk about heavy fog, and it directs you to the actual clip here with the name. So if you have the leaked videos, and again, you're gonna have to go out there on the internet and find them. If you want to see them, you can sort of compare and see, like, okay, well, this was a video of Lucia in a shootout with police, and there a lot of fog was visible. So again, it is a pretty well done little document page here. But of course, we're just going to scroll through some of it and talk about some of the more important aspects. Obviously, characters here. We already know Lucia. We know Jason. We know Dre. That was the guy from, I think it was the strip club. And we know a couple of other characters: Sam, Wyman, Billy, Kai, Zach. And the character list does go on longer here. One of the more underappreciated things I think that we got to take a look at from the leaks is different heights for like NPCs and even the players. So like Lucia, she's super tiny, 5'3". Jason was 6'1", but there was a couple of NPCs when people in the leaked videos were playing as Lucia that just towered over her. So, maybe like 6'5" type of people. That'll be really cool. Not many games sort of do that, I don't think. So that'll be a nice little thing. It's a small thing, but it is nice to give the world a more immersive feeling. We also know of a couple of gangs here. I'm sure there'll be more, but those are the 3 we know of. And then look, items and tools. Again, we've already covered most of this stuff, but there's a lot of stuff in here. There's backpacks, there's duffel bags, all kind of golf tools, different things to help you out, like a tracker jammer, a slim jim to unlock car doors. It definitely seems like there's going to be a lot more realistic of a vibe in this game. Here's all the weapons, and there's again a ton. A freaking spear gun. We had to see that, which was kind of cool. And then here's how the inventory looks. Again, I've made videos on this, but here's another reminder in case you haven't, seen that video. Obviously things might change here, but there's a bit of a difference to the inventory in this game compared to GTA 5. There's going to be a bunch of open world activities, which is fantastic to see. Bunch of enterable buildings. We're going to skip through some of this other stuff, brands, collectibles. There's a lot if you want to go through and take a look at. Animals, there's going to be a bunch of animals in this game. That's going to be one of the bigger changes, I think, from GTA 5. GTA 5 doesn't really have any animals. There's only a handful of them, it seems like. In this game, it seems like it'll be more RDR2-esque as far as the animals go. And then we actually have some new additions and new mechanics that they're sort of testing. The ability to go prone, you can walk while in cover, loot bags, that'll probably just add to your inventory. The ability to drop and pick up weapons, that's not necessarily new, I don't think, but it's there. Down self-suicide and down self-revive. I guess you can heal yourself if you have maybe the certain item. Shooting from a car window was a new one. An eagle eye-like system, like in RDR2. A weight and muscle system, although they do say it's unconfirmed, but there was a couple of clips where the characters did look, more toned or thinner than some other clips. You can also carry bodies. We saw that at some point. There's also some new gameplay systems, money laundering, a fence where you sell things, sell stolen things, purchasable businesses, robberies, hacking. There seems to be some sort of hacking in this game. The witness system and police recognition system, that seems to be totally revamped, and that seems really cool. Sharing items. It does seem like the characters are going to have a shared inventory, so we'll have to wait and see how that works. An improved AI system. I mean, obviously that was sort of a given, but yeah, that'll be cool to see, what Rockstar does next with the AI. They obviously did a phenomenal job in RDR2, so it'll be cool to see what they do in this game. And there's just so much more. Again, if you want to read through this, there's like 80, 60 something pages. So it would be like a 2-hour long video if we actually read everything. But yeah, there's just a lot of new features coming in this game, at least that they're working on. I don't think all of these are going to get cut. Maybe like 30% of them or something like that gets cut. But that still leaves a lot of new features coming to GTA 6. Attention to detail. That's going to be something that's also big in this game. Freaking raccoons are going to be rummaging through trash cans. Just small things that make the world feel more alive. And there's just a lot more of this sort of stuff. There's a couple of pages dedicated to those attention to details. Then we get into some sound stuff, some other, smaller details. If you want to take a look at all, I think it's 1,300 or so events, they have a section on that. And I've made a couple of videos on this, but yeah, there's a bunch of random world encounters, random events that are going to be happening in this game. And that's what this sort of goes through. Runaway cow. Okay, that's funny. Lost bird, lost boyfriend. Like, I'm sure you'll be able to help these people find their stuff, help an old artist. I mean, there's a lot of these events that are going to be happening in the game. And it keeps going. Like, there's a lot of pages on these interesting events. So definitely exciting for that. And then there's even a page on the vehicles. And we didn't get to see a whole bunch of vehicles, I don't think. I think a lot of these were just from the text. But you can see a lot of these are sort of, confirmed from those leaked videos. Now, I guess maybe some of these obviously are from GTA 5, so they could have just been testing with GTA 5 vehicles. But there does seem to be a good amount, at least so far. There's a handful of pages on these vehicles. So, yeah, if you're interested in some of the vehicles, then definitely check out this. And then they get to the locations, which is probably one of the more interesting aspects of this leak, honestly. If you've played the original Vice City, you probably know of most of these locations, but they've actually added quite a bit. And if we sort of just keep scrolling through, because we're not going to look at all the locations, there's a map at some point. Here we go. Here's the map that I've shown you guys multiple times. This is what we know of from the leaks, all the little like city parts. That is, I want to say, confirmed. The outline of the map is still up in the air, but I think this map here does a better job of showing sort of what is confirmed from the leaked videos. And as far as locations, like there's a lot of stuff that isn't just near Miami, like IRL. There's some stuff up at the top, some stuff in Panama City. Apparently there's even some stuff up in Georgia. So this map, this Vice City map, is not just down in Miami. Like it's going to be sort of the whole of Florida, it appears, maybe even extending into Georgia. So that's going to be really fun. And then they even go over some of those real world locations if you're interested. And there's quite a bit. I mean, we're continually scrolling through some of these real world locations. Like there's definitely a lot of information out there. And then it sort of ends with some more technical details. It talks about some of the developmental builds so you can get an idea of when the footage was actually, like, I guess, recorded. It extends back till March of 2021. And then it only went to September of 2022. And you can also get an idea of like the specs it was running on. And I guess even the state of the game. And that is it. So yeah, we didn't go over everything. If you want to go over everything and read it, I'll leave a link to this in the description. But it's a kind of cool little document that just sort of summarizes everything that we know about GTA 6. So definitely check it out. There's also this page, which isn't as nice looking, I guess, but this one has about 80 pages, I believe. I'll leave a link to this in the description as well. I think it contains most of the stuff in the PDF that we just took a look at. This is just, I guess, in text form. But definitely shout out to whoever made this, like the groups of people that made this possible. This is a huge thing to take a look at. And even if you know most of this stuff, just having this handy, it'll be nice to just come back to once we get more information, more official information from Rockstar. So that's going to do it for today's GTA 6 video. Hope you guys enjoy. Take a look at the document in case you want to know everything there is to know about GTA 6 so far. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA 6 content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.